Hey everybody, XEI here for another run of... Oh, hey buddy, thanks for interrupting my intro. I quickly went through the codex and a couple interesting things came up. So we have... I just reloaded the game, so none of this... Oh, I didn't read this one. Archdemon. I guess I'll read this one later, but... Oh, that's interesting. The false dragon gods of the Taventir Imperium lie buried deep within the earth. So, I mean, I haven't read this yet, but I was going to say something else about the other ones I did read. And so, cool. So there were dragons, and then they were considered the false gods. Anyways, I'll get to that in a sec. Okay, so the Genlock, this is the first thing I realized. Darkspawn, they were Darkspawn. I hadn't acknowledged that they were actually Darkspawn. I thought they were just some orky thing or something, you know, something that comes before the Darkspawn. But no, they are the Darkspawn. They're usually ruled by alphas, the toughest and strongest of the bunch. But this is the one that I was like, now it makes sense. The emissaries of the Genlock. So the guy with sorcery, the guy that was blasting me and nearly killing me 2 episodes ago, and I couldn't seem to damage it and whatever, he was an emissary. Now the important thing here is that these emissaries only appear during a blight. So it isn't possibly a blight. It is a blight. This is definitely a blight is upon us. So I can now have that context in mind when responding. Okay, this was cool. It was just a poem that goes deeper into the intro of this game that talks about the mages that usurp heaven and they get cast out. And so it's a poem about that and their fall. And then is this where I read Dumat? It was. The Sleeping Dragon Dumat. False God gets referenced again. So there's something with a Sleeping Dragon, which is interesting. And this dragon seems to be tied to the Blight. So I'm thinking there's a dragon fight at the end of this game. That's exciting. And then we have the Grey Wardens. So the Grey Wardens, interesting lore here. Veterans that knew nothing but war, hopeless war at that, and then they basically renounced their oaths to the Imperium, and they became the original Grey Wardens. And then they just started, going out after the Darkspawn and taking out against the Blight, campaigns against the Blight and whatnot. This was another interesting part here. It's these names, these revere 7 gods. I'm going to assume are dragons because of that. The first thing that was read, the poem, talking about the false gods were dragons. So, and Dumat is in here. He's that sleeping dragon, or the one that was put to sleep. I forget the detail. And then Zazakel. So these names in particular, Razakel and Earthamiel. I mean, these are angel names. Like this comes from a lot of biblical lore and stuff, right? And then there's the whole talk of archdemons, like fallen angels or devils that the nine layers of hell thing. Like that's very biblical as well in nature. So I love that this might actually be tying into a heaven that's actually the proto heaven before the heaven a couple of our religions in the real world recognize today. So that's very cool. And then finally we have the Karsari Wiles. Cool little story here about bringing up the werewolves again. He's come out of this forest, the Ferelden Valley, and so they get a bunch of warriors together and they go into these woods and they start slaughtering everything. Wolves. I guess there's a tribe in there. What was it? Where was the tribe? The Chasind Wilder folk. They just started slaying all of the because they basically thought if they could get possessed and they could be a werewolf in the sky. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of innocents were killed during this. It sounds very sounds very witch hunty. And then as one woman fell after seeing all of her sons dead, she kills herself, and then as her blood spills to the ground, this mist rises, and she curses the men, and they basically get stranded in the forest. And that was very Ravenlofty for anyone who's ever played the 90s Dungeons and Dragons gothic horror role-playing game, which was I spent so many years playing that game. I loved every little bit of it. So it's basically haunted. That's what it comes down to. There's more hauntings than there are shadows or something was a cool line there. I can't find it, but yeah, that's basically the gist. So I thought that was pretty sweet. And then we have King Kalen. So sounds like he's the last heir of the last king, and he's basically had this land without any war, without anybody kind of challenging it, which would you know, that's probably why he's been raised on stories, and he's you know, he's hungry to have some of those fables told about him. But I mean, that's probably going to get him killed, let's be honest. And there's this guy who keeps getting mentioned, Loghain. So I'm going to try to find him in camp somewhere and find out more about this dude. But I guess he's become more of a symbol. I like this idea right here, that he's become more of a symbol than a man. He represents the Ferelden ideals of hard work and independence. So yeah, that's it. And let's start exploring. This place looks absolutely massive. I don't know how massive it is for...
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
When it comes to exploration, but this looks huge.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries.
Let's try to find out some stuff.
Need a hand getting anywhere?
Need a hand. Let's see. Well, it's my first time here. Where's Duncan's tent? I'm looking for the Grey Warden named Alistair. I was supposed to find this guy, Alistair. Let's
try heading north.
Okay.
I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
So mages area. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, so maybe he's a mage? Did I miss that? Okay, so I'll be on my way. Where's Duncan's tent? Sure.
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment.
Cool.
Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
Who are my fellas? Elves or Grey Wardens? I'll be on my way. Tell me about Ostragar. Let's
used
learn
to be a
some
fortress a long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Loghain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
What's the Chantry? I'm assuming the Chantry are like priests, are clerics. I'm going to assume. Is there anywhere to get supplies? Yeah. Oh, did I not pick that? There we go.
Quartermaster. He's just a bit to the northwest.
Northwest. Where's the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Loghain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguard. Drives Tairn Loghain wild, that does.
So Loghain isn't a bodyguard. He's got... Oh, he was with his bodyguards when he came and met us. Okay, so the Circle of Magi is here.
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy, quiet fellows, the Tranquil.
The hell is
Gives
that?
me the shivers when they talk, all cold and
Are
even.
they like
They're
psionics?
to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Do I hear dark... Why would that be a question? I'm curious now.
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the Darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them.
Oh, damn.
It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Oh, damn. I guess, yeah, that story where they went and hunted down the werewolves, that makes sense. They had so many dogs, they would just go out there and hunt. That's cool. So I'll be on my way. I wanted to ask you something else. Oh, did I miss something?
Go on, then.
No, I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you, then.
Just kidding. Alright, we got some more codex stuff. Read later. Okay, that's the Chantry and the mages, I think. I'm assuming that purple stuff is Chantry. Maybe it's something else. But he did say he pointed that way for the mages. He pointed this way for the royal. The royal camp. And Duncan. So let's go one person at a time.
Greetings. King Caelan is not in his tent right now.
Oh, did I already find... Oh, he was right in here. Oh, I got a persuade option here. That's so tempting. I'm not really a nosy guy, though. You know, I stay out of people's business for the most part, unless I feel like they're endangering somebody, you know? Do you know where the king is?
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
I love it. Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot. I'm going to ask this because I feel like I want to know if I should be protecting him more because he seems so arrogant. Like, what should I be worried about and how can I protect him? That's why I'm asking.
I suppose I do, but it wouldn't be prudent to discuss the king's business with you.
I guess I would agree with that, but that was... I didn't mean it to come
As you
across
wish.
that way, but... but okay, let's leave it alone. Who's this guy? Loghain!
You
Oh,
approach the
Loghain's
tent of
guard.
Tairn Loghain. State your business.
I want to meet this guy. Tell me about Tairn Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain?
Don't make
He
me
helped
feel
free
like that.
Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that.
Oh, that's pretty
Without
cool.
Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
I can respect that, and I respect the king even more now. The fact that he'll do that to someone. He'll raise someone's rank, you know, in society. Because of good work. Good earned, like hard work that earns him the title. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna ask.
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Surely you can tell me a little bit about him. I would like an audience with Taryn, please. I am gonna...
Don't be absurd. He can't give an audience to everyone who walks up here, you know?
Damn it. I'm not gonna lie. Persuade. Surely you can tell me a little bit about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly.
Oh.
He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tern's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tern speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tern Logain tells him. Without the Tern, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
This guy's voice sounds very familiar. I was gonna say it's Alfred from Gotham, but I'm sure it's not Alfred from Gotham. Okay, so they're arguing, which is... So, obviously there's a plan
Very well.
in motion that Taryn Logain does not approve of. So, that's probably gonna put the hell is going on here. Let's do that in a sec. Let's explore left first. Whoa, he's saying stuff.
Cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough.
Oh, I
and they
love...
go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous.
I love how
don't even touch it.
you hear things as you
get
look at
tainted
it,
with that
you know?
blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already.
So their
Had to
blood is
muzzle them to
bad.
keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
So blood bad. I love that you can just kind of eavesdrop on talks. That's pretty sweet. There's someone over there. I'll go there in a second. Let me just comb left here. This swings around. Good, good. Anything in here? What's going on in here? Anything I can click for a codex? No. All right. What do you...
Blessed art thou who
Oh,
exists in the
let's
sight
just
of the
eavesdrop.
Maker.
Oh, that's it? It's just... Okay, let's...
Blessed art thou
Oh.
who exists in the sight of the Maker.
Okay. You're just praying. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm just gonna check this sack randomly. Just, you know, someone might have lost something. I just want to be able to return it. Oh, leather armor. That's probably better than what I have, but it's going to mess with the set bonus, right? +1 to dexterity. I think not. I'm going to keep the +1 to dexterity with the Dalish armor. Okay,
The last
let's
scouting party
let's
made it back
eavesdrop
last
here.
night. Barely.
What do you mean?
Only 2 of them made it, and one was
Okay.
minus a leg. Said they encountered some Darkspawn that was 10 feet tall, with horns as long as your arm. The injured
Okay.
one died last night. They said his blood was already turning black.
Maker's breath. Where are they all coming from?
Alright, so scouts are starting to bite it. Can I talk to the leader? Can
There are
I...
lots of Darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlog. They're pretty common in the Horde,
I met
but we've
these
seen
guys.
others much larger. We don't know where these new Darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. They're on every single
Alright, so
one
larger
finger.
Darkspawn. Got it. So the ogre equivalent, the giant equivalent,
What are you, a bunch of
troll.
natural fishwives spreading-
I love that they just keep talking. I mean, I feel like I don't want to walk away, but I don't want this video to
Hail
be
to you.
enormous. So maybe I'll do a round, and no, I won't do a round without you guys. Oh, there's a person to talk to my right. There's Duncan. I won't talk to him yet. Or will I? I will. No, I won't. I won't. I'll go about my business and then come back. Who's this guy standing out by himself?
Welcome to the king's camp, my lord.
Alright, you just want to chat. Okay. Oh, doggy. Can I get a doggy?
Hail. You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
The werewolf woods? Why not? I'm sure I'll be fine. I should go. No, I'm fair.
Take care.
I'm not going to challenge that. Oh, I want to look at this dog. Can I zoom in anymore? No. That is a big friggin' dog, man. Alright. Let's stay on the bottom level here. Let's do... Oh, there's a bunch of dogs right here. Oh, this is reminding me of Warcraft. You get to see a bunch of different pets. Are these
You
pets?
there,
Oh,
elf.
oh,
What's your name?
oh,
It's Pick, sir.
oh, this guy.
Go tell
I thought he was
Turlo
talking
Game
to
that
me. I
the
was
war
with
party's ready to begin
slap
scouting.
his hand down.
We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away,
I
sir.
don't like his tone. Who's this guy?
If you have business with the Ash Warriors, I suggest you
Oh.
speak to our commander.
I see. This guy's got yellow name.
Maker's breath.
Oh, God.
Another elf.
Don't
what
you
do you
dare.
Want?
Don't you dare talk to me that way. I'm going to try to keep my cool because that's Xander's way, but I'm going to try to have this guy respect me in my own way. I just want to talk, that's all. I happen to be a Grey Warden human, not some servant. You have a problem with elves? I think I'm going to be blunt. I think Xander would be blunt. He's just like, he's not trying to cause trouble, but he's like, yo, like...
Not in particular, except for them being
what's
so
your
thin
issue,
and bound.
you know? Oh,
You make good messengers sometimes.
you see?
Is there something you wanted?
I don't like your
We have
tone.
no time for idle chatter.
These dogs could shut the hell up a little bit. I will leave you to your business. You don't look like the other soldiers in the army. Let's do that.
We aren't. We're ash warriors.
Oh, all of these guys are different. What is an ash warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the dwarf son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves.
Oh,
It is an old tale.
so they're like humans that learn from the dwarves how to fight like dwarves, or? I will leave you your business. So what does an ash warrior do?
We harness the rage inside us.
So they're barbarians.
Nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline,
I like it.
but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life.
Oh, I like
as he
this.
trusts me with his.
Oh, I want a hound. How can I get this guy to trust me? So I can show him that elves can also be like ash warriors. What are you preparing for? Is a dog that good in combat?
A trained mabari hound
this is a big
as
dog,
dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
I like that. I mean, I like his attitude, but he could use a better tone towards elves. That's all. What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
That's pretty arrogant as well. I heard there were some bigger guys out there that could be some problems. I should be going. Wouldn't it be smarter to leave your dogs behind? Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis,
Oh, that's an
which
awesome
overpowers
piece of
the
lore.
blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Oh, that's an awesome piece of lore. I like that. What if the enemy painted? What if the enemy is painted with caddis as well? Very
Why?
interesting
Would
observation.
you steal our caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
Okay, don't talk like that. If the reward was right, why not? I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
Okay. This guy's a little bit too straightforward for my liking. I should be
My
going.
thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
I need this guy to respect me. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but this guy sounds like the kind of guy you want on your side. So, what's going on over here? Oh, that's Duncan. Some bedrolls. Who's this guy right here? Oh,
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed.
oh, wait, what's this?
Are you the new warden?
Oh, there's a dog back here.
I could use some help.
All right. No dogs will die. What's the problem? Why would I help you? I don't know anything about dogs. What's the problem?
This is a mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood.
Damn it.
I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Oh boy. I'll give it a shot. Why do you think I could muzzle him? Just how smart is this dog? Why do you think... I'm gonna ask this. Why do you think
You're
I
a grey
could
warden,
muzzle
you
him?
soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
So I should get that blessing first. What should I do here? I'll give it a shot. Just, you know what? No, Xander's not even going to wait for the blessing. He's like, he sees an animal hurting. He's got a bit of the elven... So the original Xander, he had this affinity for animals. And he will treat them like humans. So if something's hurt, he'll try to help
Go in the pen
him.
and let him smell you.
Okay.
We'll know right away if he'll respond.
Oh boy. Okay.
Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Well, we'll find out quick enough if I should have got a blessing first. Just take it easy, buddy. It's all good. It's all good. Put the muzzle on the dog. Is that my only option? Kill the dog? Why would I do that right now? No, no. Okay, hold on. Easy does it. Oh. That was
Well done.
easier than
Now
I
I can
thought.
treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why? Sure, I'll just...
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it.
You got
It's
it.
very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
You got it. If I see... I'll see if I can find one. Do you think... no. Will the dog be alright without it? No. Where's... No, I'm just gonna say I'll see if I can find one.
In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
I don't know when or whatever, but... Oh. What's going on here?
Maker above.
That's an
Hear the
eavesdrop.
prayers of your sons and
Okay, so
daughters.
that's Chancellor?
We who betrayed
Chantler?
your prophet
What are they
Andraste
called?
now beg your forgiveness.
I can't
Do not
interact.
abandon us in our darkest hour. Watch
Okay.
over the valiant King Kalen and guide him as he faces this terrible evil.
Okay.
Watch over Terran Loghain and give him the wisdom to bring us victory against the Scourge of Shadow.
Okay.
Watch over Ferelden.
Who's this?
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Oh, she's a mage. Pleased to meet you. I am Xander.
Well met. And good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Will you be fighting beside the king? King Kalen thinks the battle will go well. It's not luck, but skill that will save us. Will you be fighting beside the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages.
Okay,
Still,
that makes sense,
we have
though.
our parts to play.
You got your range
To
spells.
defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's
And
not
buffs.
an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Makes sense to me. You've faced Darkspawn before?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
Then the Fade. What's the Fade again? Is that's I guess what was behind that mirror or something. We call it the Beyond. But I know of no connection.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body,
Okay.
whether it's to dream or to die,
So have...
it passes into the realm we call the Fade.
Okay.
It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so.
Okay.
At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
Oh. The hell? So Darkspawn are just dream spirits? What's the Black City?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn.
Maker.
At least that's what the Chant of Light
I
says.
see. So my heaven theory is a little bit off. So the Fade is something between the real world and the quote-unquote heaven, and there's a Black City in the Fade where the Maker, which is what I thought they were referring to as the god, cast them out. So it actually is more fantasy than tied to real world. Interesting. The Chantry says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering.
Still
Or it may
has-
be true.
It's very
It
religious
is as
there,
good
too.
an explanation as any for now.
But this being a fantasy game, I'm assuming it's more than allegory. More than allegory, I mean. I'll just kill every Darkspawn I see. Don't you have any proper advice? That's a asshole-ish thing to say. Or way to say it. I'll
A
just
wise
kill every
attitude.
Darkspawn.
It's worked
I
well
see.
for me in the past.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Let us bow our heads and offer prayers to
Alright,
Maker.
so I got
He will
her.
find us worthy.
There's some stairs back there, but I just want to make sure. I want to get my bearings here. Okay, so yeah, so this was if I would have taken right at the gate. Oh, but there's still this over here. Oh, that looks like where I'm gonna meet my dude. Alistar? Is that the entrance? It is. Alright, so we got some magey business going down here.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Okay, I'm not even going to challenge that. I'm just going to move on.
Soldiers of Ferelden.
Because there's still more to explore.